how to imagine your desire. Technically, what is needed for you to first assume your desire as real and then receive your affirmation. Oh my god, affirmation. Desire, right? Hey. So, okay. For real, there is only one thing. One. Like, seriously, just one. Okay, all of the rest, I start with this one thing. So the one and only thing you need to do to manifest something into your life is to feel it as real. What does it mean? To feel, yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's real, right? So the way, okay, do you think how it's going to be tomorrow? Is it going to be hot? Is it going to be cold? Let's take a simple example like that, all right? You expect something. You feel, oh yeah, like it's winter. Like, this is how it is. Like, that's the truth. That's the reality. And this is what you manifest. This famous feeling, that's the secret, is this. You're knowing what is, what isn't true. That recognition. Oh yeah, like, that's part of my reality. That isn't part of my reality. That. Hey, Carolina. So that's the only one thing. And here you already have the answer to why sometimes it just like things, just like manifestations flow to you. Do you know? You know, of course you know. What is super easy to manifest? Like, you never need like any techniques. You don't even like need to think about it too much. It just, yeah, it's happening. Things you already know. Things you already experienced. Things you already relate to. You don't need you don't need like basically like nothing at all to manifest food. Food you know, food you relate to. That, like, it's just so easy to have it, like you relate to it, like that. Yeah, that's available to me at any moment. So it is so. That what you relate to as real. It's like no doubts, not no thinking, but also very, very, very little, often like close to none, clarity over what exactly it is that makes it manifest. Because when you start observing, hi Liz, when you start observing yourself and noticing like what's happening in your imagination, every time a desire pops to your head, there's always an inner experience. Like this recognition, is it mine? Is it like not mine? Is it the fact for me? Is it real for me? It's not. And depending on that, you go into, oh yeah, I would like it, but and there's like the whole drama and the luck story why you can't have it. It gets like rationalized. They have like emotions created and thoughts created and stories and like all this thing, all this crap that you often then call resistance. It just a lot of mess coming from just like you not being in the state, meaning you not relating to like your desire as something that's yours, that belongs to your reality. Yeah, so that's like or this, or yeah, you relate to it, and when you relate to it, you have always, it's like inner experience. And this inner experience that tells you, yeah, this is mine, is always short, and that's why I also advise you to make your scenes short. That's why I still teach. Hey Beata, wow, like great to see you here. So that's why I still teach to have imaginary scenes in SATs, even if I say I don't like techniques, because like imagining a scene is not really a technique. It's just like owning what is happening in your imagination anyway. But usually we are just like not conscious of it. But if you put your focus on noticing, okay, yeah, I just thought about like this thing that I want, and I think like, yeah, I will have it. That's what I'm having for dinner today. Or yeah, that's this thing I want, but I think that's never possible for me. What was your inner experience? What was the sensation? Because here, for a successful inner experience, called also a scene, like the whole point of imagining scenes is to have that inner experience, to recognize your desire as, yeah, something's real, this is something you are imagining consciously to manifest, like that thing that you want. Because without it, yeah, it feels distance, it feels like, yeah, I don't have it, I would like it. Oh, before this live, alright, I posted a question sticker here. I don't know if here, depending when you will be watching the recording also. Yeah, so I posted a question sticker on Instagram and I asked you about the questions around this topic, about how to imagine things technically. And one of the first questions that I received there was why sometimes things aren't happening for us for years. Like we're doing something to manifest it, but like still it's not oh my god, sorry. It's not happening and it's not happening and it's not happening. And here's the hard truth why. Is because we stay, I say we, because it was not once and not twice, I was doing exactly the same mistake. So we stay in the lack mentality, we stay in the thinking, and there's this, yeah, so I'm doing something, right? I'm imagining, I'm scripting, and I'm filming, I even like do SADs and I imagine scenes, but it's like I still don't relate to my desire as something that's part of my reality. So this way we can be trying and we can be like working for, and when we can be like do things, oh my god, for like so long. I'm doing my best to not look at the chat there because it's distracting me, but if you have like any question to what I talk about, to like what to imagine, how to imagine scenes, why scenes and not scripting and all of that, type it into the chat box. I will address all of that, or at least as many of those questions at the end of it. All right, so that's the answer why things aren't happening, because we still relate to them. It's like, yeah, that's something I don't have. Think about other things that you're doing the same way in your life. You're kind of doing it to lie to yourself that someday something maybe will happen, right? For example, like maybe, like my favorite, yeah, maybe you are losing weight like this way, right? So yeah, I'm doing something here, I'm the diet here, I'm exercising, but like yeah, I still relate to myself as like I'm fat, so I am, right? And the story continues like that. There is like no change in the consciousness. What you need always, like that's the first thing we started with, the change in consciousness. So here, why scenes? Because scenes is how we consciously decide what we are relating to as true to us. Example, oh, you go, if you have like a job somewhere, right? So you go there, you go to work and you enter the space, that building, and you feel, yeah, I work here. You recognize it. That's like kind of, that's an imaginal activity. Also, it's happening in the 3D, but this moment, you continue to imagine the same thing. If you want, right? Only if you wish to change your job. Krzysztof here, like, what's like, okay, I don't know where it's extreme. Okay, I promise to not distract myself. But I just see a lot of like my real life friends here, and there's like never so many of you here watching me. So I'm like, what's happening? Okay, like back to the story, right? If you wish to change your job, if you don't want to work there anymore, and you will be like consciously going there, thinking, this is this thing Neville Goddard called I remember when. So if you are there, here, and call in this thinking that, yeah, that's the building, that's the place I used to work in the past, that's not true anymore. Yeah, you won't be working there long enough. That can be also used to apartments and houses and relationships and like all of the things that, yeah, you wish to change. Yeah, I remember when thinking that, yeah, that's naturally we kind of have this, yeah, when we're working, like it's Friday, it's like last hour of last 2 hours of working, and yeah, in physically you're still where you are and you're still doing your job, but in your head you're actually already enjoying the weekend. That's like I remember when, meaning, yeah, I know like it's still there, but any moment it will stop being real. That's it. And that is also how you are imagining a scene. Because a scene is not a short clip in your head. That's the difference between imagining and visualizing. When we talk the love of assumption, there's no need to visualize. And that's why it doesn't matter if you can see things clearly in your imagination or not at all. Like, this doesn't matter. Why? Because if you can't see things clearly in your imagination, then for sure you can use any other sense very clearly in your head. And here, that's important. As I work with my clients, it happens less and less that someone is telling me that seeing things in imagination is their main way to imagine something and to know, oh yeah, that's real for me. Why? Because we have games, Netflix, virtual reality, Photoshop, and so on. So less and less we trust our eyes in the real life. That's why for more and more people just seeing something, yeah, I saw it in my head, it doesn't necessarily mean that, yeah, that like what I see is real. Think, mind it. I personally also don't like that much to just like use, what I'm doing, to just use like just sight in my scenes. I'm like pretty good in like seeing in imagination. So sometimes there are like some elements of it like naturally because that's so easy for me. But that is never the base. That's never how I judge, how I know, oh yeah, this is real. Okay. So what you need for a good, working, effective, yeah, that's the word, for an effective scene, you need a content, so what to imagine, and the trigger, how to imagine. And this, like what to imagine, is that every single day I'm asked the same question. Koti, what do I have to imagine? What scene will imply that my desire is real? And I have always the same answer. And the answer is, I don't know. Here's why. Because it depends on your desire what will tell you that this is real. That this, oh my God, that this is real. That this is true for you. 2 questions. Why and what for you want to manifest what you want to manifest. Doesn't matter what you want in form of like 3D manifestation. Is that relationship, money, new house, new car, new job, and so on. Why you want it? There's always reason. You always expect that this very specific manifestation will change your life. So how you live, your lifestyle, how you feel will be different. There is so many people, almost everyone, wanting to manifest and to sustain, if they already have, right, a great relationship. Is that true? Yeah, that's true, right? Hey, but what we understand as a good relationship, that's different for so many people. Like so many people have what they call great relationships, but their relationships look different. They work different. Why? Because it's for them, it's fulfilling their needs. So, if you want to manifest a person, a job, a fridge, it is to fulfill your desire, to fulfill some of your needs. And when you start naming it, all of that are your scene ideas. Okay? So, for example, yeah. I don't know, I want to manifest a raise, right? Why? Because I want to have more money. Why I want to have more money? Oh yeah, I want to change my apartment. I want to eat a better diet. Because I want to be going out for concerts more often. Because, and so on and so on and so on. Meaning, if you imagine, okay, being on the concert and it's like your, I don't know, 5 times like this month, It's because, yeah, I can afford it. Or you want, oh yeah, someone is suggesting, yeah, or you want to feel better. Like this. Why and what for do you want it? It's the same question. Why and what for? It applies better. It makes more sense applied to different situations. So then, your scene idea. It's like absolutely dependent on you and like your desire. Because one person to manifest more money will be imagining something else, successfully imagining something else than you. This. And the second thing, oh my god, sorry. And the second thing, yeah, is your trigger. Yeah, so like what to feel it with. This is that. Like which sense is your most dominant. Because yeah, the example we already had, like, yeah, like spending like time on like live concerts as the scene idea. You can imagine it on so many ways, depending on what's your dominant sense and how you organize data. Meaning, what really draws your attention? What's really important for you? For some people, yeah, numbers will be very important. For other people, and relationships, surroundings, weather, temperature. Well done. Do you know how you organize data? If you ask yourself what you remember from a vacation 5 years ago, this will be there. What you remember from yesterday, this shows you where your mind is naturally focused. You need to know like these two elements, your most dominant sense and how you organize data or life experience, right? This. And when you know these two elements, you know how to construct, how to deliver yourself an imaginary act that will work like magic. Why? Because you don't have to convince, you won't have to convince yourself, your head, your subconscious, however to call it, that something is real. You will just feed it with the information it's naturally sensitive to. So it will just like notice and recognize it and take it as like, yeah, that's the fact. That's how you do it. And how to this is a quick life, how to exactly do it, how to exactly discover what truly works for you, and how to be imagining and manifesting so it works every single time for you, for no one else. I teach inside Powerful as Fuck program. If you're not there yet, it's like your big calling to join. If you want manifestation truly to be easy for you and part of your lifestyle, so you don't have any like technique that I need to like repeat it over and over and over, hoping that I will influence my subconscious mind so it will finally accept it. But you want to learn because it's very much possible. You want to just like recognize what it's already sensitive to. So it's kind of like this way, right? We have Christmas. So you can be buying like your partner's socks for Christmas, like every single time for I don't know how many years, hoping that finally they will accept it to the level, yeah, they will be actually excited about, like, yeah, getting the socks. Or you can know what they actually want to get, so you can make them excited or this year. Maybe silly example, but like, yeah. These guys. Let me like scroll here. Come on, dogs. Oh yeah. I have like here on my list. I have like one more question, because we talked about like why sometimes something is like not happening for a very long time. But another interesting question I got from the chat box was, yeah, what is the most common block? And this is the most, I don't believe we have blocks. It feels this way when we are not in the state. So I'm here, I feel like broke as fuck and I don't have any money, and I'm trying to make myself feel rich. Then it feels like I have so many blocks and so many resistance, but it's not blocks and resistance, it's just I don't recognize it as like, yeah, I know I have my life experience that tells me it's not real. It's not real, right? And here comes this part when you are imagining a scene. So you, even if it's irrational at first, start feeling like it is, yeah, actually, I don't know how, but yeah, I am wealthy, right? That's how and what you do it. So if you feel that, oh yeah, it's like so much resistance or blocks, it's a feedback from your inner self that, hey, wait, like wrong state, like change your state first. And the state, like one more time repeating the information, is, yeah, who you know you are, what do you relate as it's real in your life. Carolina, is your hair short on the back? Not really anymore. I will cut them soon. Oh yeah, we have a good question here from literally no. How to imagine multiple appearance changes where I can see the whole picture. Okay, why do you want multiple appearance changes? I love this guy. I truly do. Except like everything, okay, like everything that's wrong with Michael Jackson. I still love this guy. But also, this guy is a great example. That you can fall into, like, let's fix also this, and let's fix also this, and let's fix also this, and never feeling okay. Why do you want multiple changes? Because you want what? And here I'm asking you about your state that you want to occupy. So right now what you live from is I don't know, like we never talked, right? But I guess it's something like I'm not attractive and like all around this story. And you want, yeah, you want to feel attractive, you want to feel like good in your body, like this. Like, by the way, if you will go to my bio, there is a link to all of the master classes I did last year, and there is a beauty master class that was actually done 3 months ago, at something like that. So it's pretty fresh and pretty valid. And if that's like your struggle, oh my god, I hate what I see in the mirror. Yeah, Manifesting Beauty Masterclass is for you. Okay, so yeah, that's also what we will learn, that you will learn from this masterclass. Yeah, your state. Who do you want to be? How do you want to see yourself? As who? Don't focus. That's the most how to call it. It's because it's not a mistake, but yeah, one of the things that feels so right and that are in fact so wrong is focusing on the specific result you want to achieve. Because you always want, we all always want this specific result, to experience something, to experience, yeah, some type of energy, to have some change in our life. And when we talk that, feeling it, right? We talk about state again. And being in the state, feeling this energy is what manifests for us, what delivers 3D manifestation. It's this way. It's not that first you manifest something, oh yeah, first I will have money and then I will feel rich. It doesn't work this way. There are so many people like receiving unexpected money, unexpected paychecks, winning the lotto, and like all of that stuff, right? Or even inheriting some money. So they are temporary, very rich, they have money, and somehow, like very fast, they tend to lose it again. Why? Because they didn't change their state. They never started relating to wealth as something normal for them. So that's why, yeah, here it came, but it felt uncomfortable. It felt like not them having all of the money. They had no idea what to do with that. It was actually a problem. They spent it. They didn't know how to manage it. That's also a story with relationships for some people, all right? It feels like, yeah, they say they love me, but no, I'm not lovable. It's like they will be gone in 3 months, and they are gone in 3 months, and there is like another person, and then, yeah. Don't focus on the specific manifestation. Doesn't matter what that is. Focus on your state. And your state will give you your specific manifestation. Carolina, I don't know if you're still there. To me, money desires comes with the same feeling. There's no difference. It may be. I don't know what the desires are, but like basically in the like most basic take, the feeling fulfilled is not feeling the lack. something, it's happiness. Yeah, if I would have it, I would be happy. Oh my God, I have so many things. I'm surrounded by so many things that I once wanted and that are like real for me. And do you know like what really sustains those manifestations? That they are real to me. I'm not really jumping up and down like all the time because I have it. What I have here, I have, I don't know, like will it work? Not really, but it's the closest one. If you know my blog also, right? You probably remember this story that I was this lady who really wanted to have plants, but like every single pot I brought home, it was always dying. Like it was always dying. I was like, yeah, I like wasn't able to have like any plant, any pot at my home. And then I imagined otherwise. And then I have like thoughts everywhere. I also have like my laundry here. So I want to be flipping the camera to show you. Yeah. This apartment, right? There was a long period in my life when I had flatmates. One of them even like popped up here watching this live, right? I live alone right now. Am I happy? Yes, I am, but like it doesn't make me excited like all the time after already like time passed. It's normal right now. Yeah, it's normal. That's what sustains, preserves, keeps the manifestation in your life. Is you staying in the state, is you constantly referring to this thing as, yeah, that's normal, that's the part of my reality. And also, sometimes, yeah, we can spot, or at least I can spot a difference, how differently like being in the relationship feels comparing to, I don't know, being wealthy, or maybe not that much, maybe not. There was me posting multiple times about My Bed Loves Me, My Bed Loves Me meditation, that, you know, it was created to manifest more love, and yeah, it should like be manifesting partners and like friends and like so on, right? And like self-love and this stuff. But somehow it also works for money. Like you guys messaged me so many times with like so many stories that, yeah, you are doing this meditation, My Bed Loves Me. It's not recorded, like I'm asked every time. It's not recorded, it's not guided meditation. I have no idea how to record it. Yeah, so it's just like description how you do it, and you do it alone in your imagination. So yeah, yeah, but also the same way, when we don't have something and we feel this deep lack, oh my God, it's not there in my life, it also sometimes feels the same, right? It's the lack, that I don't have it, I want it so much, but it's not there. It also feels slightly the same. Let me just like scroll here because I kind of like got lost. How to not take life seriously. Oh my God, that should be a topic for another live. There. Um, I don't know, Bunny asked this question. Yeah, if you're still watching, watch the last live. The live from, was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. Maybe your answer is there. And how to stop anxiety? Yeah, just take. Yesterday was the last day to watch the recording from Manifestation and Emotions masterclass. It's like already taken down. If you watched it, yeah, I'm happy you watched it. If it's gone, yeah, it's gone. From Paola, is the resistance and or blocks just being rational mind? Yeah, very often, yeah. So our rational mind always relates to like our past experience, what it already know, and rationally we kind of always expect similar results, even if consciously. That's the difference between like being rational and being conscious. Consciously, we know that not everything that our rational mind tells us is necessarily true. Like, spot this difference. Beautiful, wealthy, and healthy. That's the state I want to occupy. So to focus on the feeling, I guess those are three different states. Beauty, wealth, health. There will be three different states on it. Please don't condition. That's the message for everyone. Don't condition your desires. Don't combine it into ones. Oh my God, I'm running out of the batteries. So we have to end very soon, right? But don't combine your desires. Don't condition them, because then if you will do it, like every time, you will get, I don't know, you will catch a cold. That will be influencing also your finances and your beauty. Because if that for you will come at one, if I'm healthy, then I'm wealthy, then I'm beauty, like, don't do it. It's like three separate things. Also, why do you want to be healthy? Though it's not that you have different reasons for that than for why do you want to have money and why do you want to be beautiful. Those are like three different things, like three different states, three different stories. Your state is like a movie character, right? There is a story there. It's like story about something. We don't live from one state. We don't. We always live from at least several states. That's why what we have in our love life is not the same thing we have with our finances and with our health. Like, you can be healthy and broke. You can be loved and broke. You can, like, all of that is possible. Those are different states. And I will repeat, I won't really read this question, but I will repeat one more time. Keep pushing, pressing on the specific manifestation. That's the best way, guaranteed. It was tested by millions of people. That if you are like, I have to have it and only it. If you are like that, on the spiritual level, it's guaranteed you will never ever manifested. Doesn't matter if that's a person, if that's a job, if that's a house, da 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 da. Why? Because this is bullshit. There is no one thing in 3D that only can make us be anything. Why? Because you are the source of anything that is in your 3D. Your creation cannot be your condition. That was the message. Thank you so much. I don't even screen more because, yeah, we will be disconnected very soon. I have very little battery. Thank you so much for being with me here, for asking your questions, and see you soon again.